Hey, greetings everybody. Wanted to make a video on detoxification and thinness. I know a lot of people get concerned about getting too thin when they go on a detoxification protocol, and a little confusion about that, and a little bit of mystery. So I just wanted to read a couple passages out of the Detox Miracle Source Book. Just to help answer some questions maybe. So I'm going to read about absorption, because a lot of it comes down to absorbing our vitamins and minerals and nutrients and that stuff. So I want to read a little bit of that. Once foods are broken down, we must now absorb these building materials, fuels, and other components, which include tissue salts, vitamins, tannins, alkaloids, flavins, and the like. These components are now carried by the bloodstream to the cells for energy, stimulation, building and repairing, or stored for future use. Absorption is accomplished through the villi, finger-like projections on the surface of certain membranes, and small pores all along the mucous membranes of the small and large intestines. This absorption should be simple, but most people's intestines become impacted with a thick rubber-like substance called mucoid plaque. Now, this plaque, which develops in the GI tract, is made of gluten, mucus, foreign protein, and other food byproducts that act more like a glue than nutrition. Refined sugars, grains, and meats, and dairy products are the foods that are most responsible for the formation of this plaque. This mucoid plaque blocks nutritional components of our foods from being adequately absorbed into the body. That's key. I have seen patients who have eliminated buckets of this black plaque from their intestines. Most of us fell in the second stage of food utilization to some extent because of this congestive mucoid plaque. Again, if you are thin, malnourished, or lack adequate muscle tissue, a malabsorption issue must be considered. So I just read that passage. And another part here in the book, excessive thinness. Many people suffer the plague of excessive thinness due to poor digestion, problems with the pancreas, and malabsorption in the digestive tract. When one fails to properly break down foods into building materials and fuels, or when the intestinal tract becomes so impacted that these nutrients can't be absorbed, the body will starve to death. Even in hypothyroid conditions, where one would expect to see an overweight condition, if the person has a weak pancreas and an impacted digestive tract, he or she can become quite thin despite the underactivity of the thyroid. Sometimes it can take years to correct this condition. However, the journey to health is always worth it. Many people, even medical doctors, associate excessive thinness with deterioration and often compromise their own health or that of their patients by using or suggesting different foods to help put on weight. Typically, fats from dairy-type products and grains are the recommended foods. These, however, cause even further weakness in the cells because of their congestive and acidic nature. No. If one is following a detoxification program and losing weight, one of the most important questions to ask is, why am I losing weight when I'm putting more nutrition and superior amino acids into my body by eating a raw food diet? One of the answers is that when your body becomes stronger and healthier, it will begin to shed the toxicity and weak cells within it, thus making room for new, healthier cells. You can lose fingernails, toenails, skin, muscles, etc. in a detoxification process, especially if these tissues are too weak for the body to strengthen. Don't worry, they do come back, not as before, but much stronger and healthier. That's key to remember that. The body's going to get rid of what it can't use and what it doesn't want. Here's another little passage here, and then I'll be done. The process of detoxification is not always fun. Most of the more difficult cases are from cancer, HIV, or spinal cord injuries, where the individual has become very toxic. Remember, the body will start eliminating anything that should not be in it, even to the point of eliminating weak tissue, like fingernails and weak muscle tissue. This sounds more gruesome than it is, but you should know what the body will do to clean itself out. The body can tear itself down to frightening levels to rid itself of its weaknesses and toxins. However, rest assured that the body will rebuild itself beautifully. If your house burned partially down, you would have to remove the old burned out material before you could properly build it. So your body has to do the same. And that's key to remember. When your bowels are filled with mucoid plaque, you're not absorbing that stuff, the nutrients and the vitamins and all the things you need. So it's just a matter of time. So just remember that your body will rebuild itself, but it's got to get rid of all that junk first, all the cells that it doesn't want, all the weak cells. So that's why people get excessively thin. So that's just part of the detoxification process. Something you have to go through. You just have to work through it, and over time the body will start rebuilding and you'll start to put the weight back on. So hope that helps. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and best of luck to you guys. See ya.